Hey guys, I'm Wendenga and this is the Internet's your weekly dose of online shenanigans and newsworthy stories. So yeah, it's been a really weird week. Let's see, God died, Satan trended, and we had to relearn the meaning of the alphabet. So let's get into it. First things first, Pastor Nganga. So that's still trending. Pastor Nganga, we did cover that story in our last episode, but there has been progress since then. So what has happened is that the IG has recommended that he should indeed be charged for causing the death of Masingeri. And so he was on Citizen TV, primetime TV, to basically defend himself against the charges, and a lot of the conversations around that were about his lack of English mastery skills. I think it's kind of weird that he was on TV, because I think, why would you give someone so much airtime on primetime TV to defend themselves? He can go and do that in court. He doesn't need to be on TV, and especially because the family of Masingeri has not been accorded the same thing. So here come some of the tweets that you guys had on that. At Kenyan Pundit said, in the last few days, the only thing we haven't discovered is Pastor Nganga's favorite color. Meanwhile, the victims are largely faceless. Atsoko analyst said, we condemn the likes of Pastor Nganga, but come Sunday, we will be in their churches asking for prayers from them. What is wrong with us? And at Evangeline Charles said, call me when Pastor Nganga gets arrested. The former may happen, not so sure about the latter. I have to agree, we don't know what's going to happen in terms of whether he will actually face the full force of the law, But my issue is, why has it become about religion? We can't say that, he's a pastor, he's not a pastor. That has nothing to do with this, or even his mastery of English. I mean, it's funny. I must admit I laugh. But at the end of the day, it's about a crime. Did this guy commit a crime or not? The thing is, there are facts that we cannot brush away. Was there an accident? Yes, there was. Did Masingeri die? Yes, she did. Was there obstruction of justice? Seemingly there was. And so therefore then, this guy, if he's involved in this thing, he has to face the full force of the law. And Pastor Nganga, sending out curses isn't going to work. Apparently he said that the people who are talking badly about him are going to die before their time, are not going to get married, and are also not going to ever have children. And I'm like, dude, if you're innocent, you don't need to be sending out curses. Just follow the process of the law and let's see where it goes. Yeah, but we'll be following that story. Speaking still of death, God apparently died. Self-proclaimed God of the Lost Israel sect, Jehovah Wanyonyi passed away. Or rather didn't pass. Okay, we don't know what happened. He either passed away or didn't pass away. There's a lot of confusion about that. There's reports saying that he passed away 2 months ago, and others are saying no, he's in a hospital somewhere, and others he's gonna resurrect. So yeah, but KOT definitely had some fun with that, sort of mocking the whole thing. For me, I'd be like, listen, I think that yes, it does sound pretty ridiculous to those of us who are not part of the Lost Israel sect, but I think all mainstream religions sound ridiculous to the people who are not in them. Like, if you have to explain the stories of your religion to someone else, they'd be like, what? And then he died, and then he came back, and then he what? It sounds weird. And so for me, I'm like, if he actually has died, it's kind of sad, because he does have family. Apparently he has 500 wives or something. 100 wives, I don't know, 1,000 grandchildren. Anyway, he has a huge family, so I kind of feel bad for them. All I can say is rest in peace. Anyway, we'll be right back after this break.
Do you wish you had a car? Do you wish you could eat at a 5-star restaurant? Do you wish you had a job? Well, too bad. You should blame your grandparents, because they weren't smart enough. And you should blame your parents, because they weren't smart enough. And most of all, you should blame yourself, because you aren't smart enough. But all this can change. Simply download the Corruption app and sign up today and have your life change in an instant. Yay, Corruption app. Instant life upgrade. This product is not suitable for people who are squeamish about breaking the law and basically being douchebags. Terms and conditions apply.
And we're back. So on to what he mentions. First things first, Paul Kagame, that is the president of Rwanda, was involved in a bit of a tiff with a Kenyan tweep who basically came into Paul Kagame's mentions and was like, well, you shouldn't be like gunning for a third term. You remember for all the wrong reasons. And he was like, well, basically I told that guy, mind your own legacy. Like, what is your legacy? Of course, probably it's not Paul Kagame tweeting actually. It may be someone else, but anyway, people have said that he does tweet for himself, so who knows. Anyway, the point is that it led to Kenyans on Twitter coming to the defense of this guy and basically starting a hashtag, someone tell Kagame, which was like, oh, Kagame, you need to stop being so hypocritical and, you're not democratic and your country's not democratic, blah, blah, blah. Funny thing is that apparently, according to reports, only 10 Rwandans are against Paul Kagame going for third term. 10, like, what? I'm not saying 10%, 10, like counting on your fingers. 10 people have voiced that they are against Paul Kagame going for a third term. I don't know, like different thoughts. People who are like, listen, Rwanda is not our business. And honestly, Rwanda is doing better than Kenya in terms of corruption, in terms of female representation in parliament. We should be minding our own business. And in fact, our hashtags should be basically telling our Kenyan leaders to stop corruption and to, And then instead we're going after another country's president. But yeah, that hashtag was a bit off, I think, in my opinion. Yeah, don't start a hashtag about me. Anyway, moving on forward, second, what he mentioned is Alphabet. So apparently Google has started, if I could call it, another company called Alphabet that basically will have Google will be part of Alphabet. Google and a bunch of other companies that are being run by Google will be under the umbrella called Alphabet. And it's pretty interesting. Kind of came out of nowhere. Everyone has been talking about it, and especially because of the domain is abc.xyz. And then it gets even more interesting because now the apparently revelation is that BMW already has a company called Alphabet, and they in fact have the domain alphabet.com. And they're not interested in selling it or anything like that. And they were not even, talked to about that. Like no one came up to them and told them, hey, we want to start something else called Alphabet. But yeah, so it's interesting if the two big companies can have similar names for the same thing. I don't know, like in terms of companies like Alphabet, BMW, Alphabet, Google. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. But so far, it's pretty interesting. Definitely something to watch. So that's been our show for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to this channel. Give us a feedback. We'd love to hear from you. Like our Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter. And just generally watch and share. Yeah. And we have some exciting news, but we're not going to share it now. But coming soon, something new and something that I think a lot of you are going to be interested in. Anyway, so that's been our show. I've been Mwendengao. This has been the internet. And remember, we care because you care.